Hey guys, it's Jan. Welcome back to my channel. So I hope everyone is good. I want to do my January 2013 favorites for you guys today. I have a pretty good mix of some stuff. I have some technology, believe it or not, and I have a couple of clothing pieces, some jewelry, and the basic, hair and makeup and stuff like that. So let me start with the technology. Let's just dispense with this because I'm not going to be well versed in any of this stuff at all, but I can attest to how good this product is. This is a little battery pack that my husband had seen on one of his websites. He goes on these really offbeat kind of websites. I think one's called Everdeals or Deal News or things like that. And he came across this and he thought I'd be able to use it. And it's just a little chargeable battery pack for your cell phone. I think even for your iPad. But if you're not within Wi-Fi distance of anywhere and your phone is dying, then you just take your charger that you would normally charge your phone with and plug it into this battery pack. And I think it's just a great idea. And of course, I asked him to get me the leopard, and I've been loving it. So just want to let you guys know about this. I will find out where you can buy this because he bought it for me. Another thing he bought for me were new earphones, which I desperately needed because I had, I have several pairs, but the ones I can't stand are the ones that are hard that you put in your ears. I have to have the rubberized or silicone, whatever you want to call it, little earbud pieces. These are just so much more comfortable for me. And the brand is Skullycandy, which you could probably find anywhere. But he found them on one of his websites because I think he was ordering some stuff too. So these are really great. I got them in black and they're very comfortable in your ears. They stay in your ears, which sometimes doesn't always is not always the case with a lot of these earphones, and I always have them in my bag, so I just needed to let you guys know about those in case you needed a new set, because I know a lot of people watch videos with earphones, but Skullycandy really makes a really good earphone. I'm sorry, I'm clearing my throat. Let me start with the two food items that I have. This one I got from Costco. Now, I eat pretty clean, but of course I do cheat from time to time just to keep it interesting for myself. But I just don't long for any kind of greasy kind of food because I can immediately tell now after eating like this for a while that I'll just feel sluggish right away, and I hate that feeling. I hate walking away from the table feeling like I just want to go sit down on the couch. That just completely annoys me. So what I like to eat is more organic and lighter kind of food. So this is a great product. I got this from Costco. It's quinoa, and it's a gluten-free grain, and I'll either have this as a side dish to fish, or I'll have this as my meal itself. So if I have this for my meal, I'll probably cut up some roasted red peppers, either that I roasted myself or from a jar, or maybe put some feta cheese on this and let it melt. I'll drizzle it with my garlic olive oil that I showed you that I make, maybe some eggplant I might throw in it that I've already cooked up. I try and add a little something to it. I wouldn't just eat it plain. But it's just a real delicious accompaniment to either your main course or as your main course. And quite often I use this as my meal. So this is quinoa, and it's just really good for you too. So I really have been enjoying that. The other thing I got while food shopping has been this cereal, this Kashi Organic whole wheat biscuits baked with sweet vanilla, and the flavor is Island Vanilla. I like this, and I've been using this on and off for the month, so I wanted to let you guys know about it because I really think it's delicious. I have it with soy milk because that's what I get when I go to Starbucks anyway, whenever I get a hot beverage. What else can I tell you? Normally I eat 2 pieces of multigrain toast with either a little bit of sweet butter or some sort of preserves that I may have, but I find sometimes it's nice to switch things up, so this was a nice alternative, and I love Kashi anyway, and I just think it's good to, mix it up a little bit. So this is a really good product. You would have to read the ingredients for yourself in terms of like what you can't or can't eat, but the total fat is 1 gram. For 27 biscuits, the calories would be 190 calories. 5 milligrams of sodium, so if that's bad for you, then, at least you would know that. Cholesterol, 0 milligrams. 44 grams of carbs. So it's a really good product, I feel. very healthy, and it's organic, which is kind of where my diet has been going for like the last year or so anyway. So a really good product. Okay, so getting into the clothing items, I'm going to have to just reach below. Excuse me one second. So I have been really enjoying these boots, my riding boots from Donald J. Pliner, which I showed you in one of my last videos. They're just a really great classic piece to a wardrobe where, um, you want that kind of look that day. Like, I wear a lot of heels, but there are days when I just want a totally different kind of classic, more laid back approach to an outfit. So these are still great with skinny jeans. You can wear pants over them, I would imagine, and just show the boot part, which I would tend not to do anyway, but you can. I wore these even with a pair of fleece sweatpants from Victoria's Secrets, which were tight, which looked like leggings anyway, and that worked great. It's just a really nice addition to your wardrobe, I think, especially if you do a lot of walking in a job, if you have a job like that, or if you're going on vacation to a place where you're doing a lot of walking and boots are called for. I would definitely opt for a classic black boot, and I just absolutely love these, and I can wear these all day. The other thing I have to reach over for too, which is not going to come as a surprise because this was in my must-haves, wardrobe pieces for fall and winter, really pretty much anywhere, any time of year I would think. You just may want to lighten the color. It's just a basic black blazer, and I know I'm looking washed out because of the black, but it's just a really great addition to your wardrobe because it really can take you from day to night. And I'm dressed up from day anyway, so wearing a kind of fancier kind of blazer like this is totally something I would do. But I would suggest having this in your wardrobe anyway, just because it can just really dress up a great pair of black trousers, jeans certainly, and just take you right out the door if you're going out to dinner. So this is the one I've been wearing a lot for January. It's got a really pretty little chiffon kind of trim. It just really, you can see it there, just a really pretty little blazer that can take a real maybe too edgy kind of an outfit and tone it down by adding a nice little touch, because I like to mix and match and take an outfit and make it special in its own way. And I got this in Marshall's, and I think this was like $14.99. So I have really, really good blazers. I have really inexpensive blazers, but I just have a lot of blazers, and I love them. Okay, so let's get into what you probably see in a lot of these videos, which are the beauty favorites. So let me start with hair. I have 3 hair care products that I really have been enjoying. So I'm going to start with this one. This is Big Sexy Hair, and this is the Root Pump, and I've been really enjoying this because I just find sometimes that if I don't get to the hairdresser in time to cut my hair, it's getting a little too long, and the ends are dragging down my roots. So this is when it comes in really handy, and this is just a really great product. And what you do is you just spray it in while your hair is damp, and then just blow dry like a lot of the root lifters. So I have been really, really enjoying this one. Now I had my hair pulled back today. Obviously, I didn't, want to play around with it too much today, and I love a classic ponytail anyway. But I really have been enjoying this hair mask that Anna sent me, Anna Saccone, the Style Diet, because she knew I loved it because I had it from Paris, and I ran out of it because my daughter loves it too. So Anna was sweet enough to send me and Allie each our own tub of this hair mask, which in Europe it's readily available. Here in the States you have to search for it if you can find it, but I've only gotten it from Paris, and now Anna sent me one for myself and one for my daughter. So this is the L'Oreal Elvive Nutri-Gloss Hair Mask. It smells heavenly. Really great product. And when I went to Paris, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, I specifically was searching for this, and I found it in Grande Épicerie. If you guys are familiar with Paris, it's part of Le Bon Marché. And they had it there, and I was really, very happy. And I should have bought 2, but, I was buying so much other stuff. So this is just a fantastic hair mask, and it's been really, really great for me with my ends being so much lighter and all the bleaching that it's undergone, that it has just brought it back to life. So I love this. And the other thing I've been loving is this Jonathan Dirt Texturizing Paste, which I wear pretty much every day, depending on like if it's third day hair, then I won't need it because it's a paste and I don't want to make it any lankier than it already is at that point. But like today I put it in my hair, and I wanted a little bit of a lift right here, so I just take a little bit in my fingers and, you know, rub it together and then just go through my ends like this, or from my roots to my ends, and just kind of pull it up and give it a little bit of a lift, and it stays, and it's just a really great product. So I've been enjoying this. And also when my hair is curly, I'll just pull out a few curls and I'll just like kind of mold it to the shape of my curl, and my curl would just be, that particular curl would just be a little bit more pronounced than the other ones. The other ones will fall a little bit more softly. This one will kind of stick out a little bit, and it's just been a really great product. So I really would recommend that product. So it's a good one. 3 lip products, one of which is a conditioner, the Caudalie lip conditioner, which you guys know I love Caudalie products. I really should do a video on my favorite Caudalie products, but you know, anyway, just great lip conditioner, and the smell is fantastic. I got this at Sephora, and I think it was like $10 or $12, so I thought that was really good. A lipstick that I don't know if I ever would have looked at if it weren't for the MM&L girls. It's Bobbi Brown's Creamy Matte Lip Color in True Pink, and it is so pretty. It's what I'm wearing now, and I wanted to see how much I had left because I'm wearing it like every day. It's just a beautiful pink color, and it is, I think, going to go great with a lot of skin tones. Just really, really pretty. It's what I have on. I have a little too much gloss. I hate when that collects in the corners. But it's what I have on right now, and it's just so, so pretty. It lasts. It doesn't bleed into your lip line. It doesn't dry out my lips. Just really, really have been enjoying that a lot. And I think this was from them too. It's the lip liner Beet. I know a few people have talked of this. I think Natalie mentioned it. I think Lisa mentioned it. And I think the MM&L girls mentioned it too. Anyway, just a great, great color. I had gone to MAC to pick up that pink plaid lipstick, and I picked up magenta as a lip liner, which is more purple. And then I realized I didn't like it, and I went back, and then I remembered Beet was one I should be looking for. And it's just a real pretty, pretty color. So really would recommend that. Let's go into the eyeshadows. I have been loving this. Now, it's not that I'm on a no makeup buy. I would buy makeup, but I bought so much makeup last year, if you guys had seen some of the hauls, that I really haven't enjoyed it. And I think it's kind of crazy and silly to just go out and for me to just keep buying makeup and collecting makeup. And I love showing you guys, but I don't want to buy makeup for the sake of YouTube and just to show YouTube what I bought. I want to really enjoy it, because Burberry eyeshadows aren't cheap any more than, you know, any of the foundations and anything else that I buy. So I've really just had to take a step back and say, why am I buying all this makeup? Am I enjoying it? And now I am. So I'll still buy something if I need it, and I want really going forward with makeup, and it's always been this way with clothes, but I'm back to my old way of investing my money into something that's really going to be worthwhile for me, and something that I'm really going to enjoy using. And I think a lot of my hauls will be kind of just more thought out, as opposed to just buying and saying, I got it and I want to show you. So I've really been enjoying this. This is Burberry Midnight Brown. It's been sitting here. I haven't been using it, or hadn't been, but I have been this month, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful color. I don't remember how much this was. It could have been $28, maybe $30. And a lot of people would say that's crazy for an eyeshadow, but probably not half the people you watch on YouTube. None of us are going to say that. But what I want to say about Burberry is, though, it's a real good quality eyeshadow. Now, this has a shimmer, and as you get older, a lot of women would tend to veer away from the shimmers, especially as you get towards your crease. But I said, I think the other day in an outfit of the day, this has a very forgiving kind of shimmer. It's not overly shimmery to the point where, you know, you feel, you know, self-conscious wearing it. It's just got a beautiful, not even a shimmer, I'm sorry, I'm saying the wrong word, a sheen. It's got more of a beautiful sheen. And I really have just been enjoying wearing this with something on my brow bone. Now today I completely did a smoky eye, and I did a real heavy eyeliner look, because for the last couple of days I've been really just reaching for that really heavily eyelinered French kind of look, and you know I love that kind of look and that kind of way of dressing. So I just did Max Feline, Ico on top, dark black, and I took my pencil brush, my 219, and I literally took from the inside of my inner waterline and just really, you know, smudged it into my lashes and really created a very, very smoky look. So that is my eyes. I actually went into my crease with this and just did a real smoky look, and of course toned it down with the blush and added just a little bit of a pink. But this Burberry shadow has been what I've been wearing a lot in January, along with the next product I'm going to show you. But I just think that is a stunning color. So I'm so glad I started using that. A little bit of a tirade on that. Sorry about that. Okay, Crown Brush Palette. I think some of you have ordered it, so let me know what you think. Got this from Outlook. It's just a great, great palette. It's not, like I said, the best palette you're ever going to buy, but it's not the worst. And it's got quite good pigmentation for a lot of these eyeshadows. You can do a multitude of looks with this. I mean, you're only limited by your imagination or lack thereof. And really just a great, great palette. And good, you know, if you're traveling, this is maybe all I should think about bringing instead of like 3 bags of makeup. Although it's kind of hard to do when I've already traveled with tons of makeup. But I just absolutely love this palette. And again, sat here, didn't use it, which was kind of crazy. So starting to use it. Same thing with my next product. I bought this in the summertime, but I did buy it for fall and winter, I remember saying. It's a Givenchy foundation. This is pretty pricey. I think this was at $52 or $56. It was their latest one at the time. I don't know if they have a new one out. It's Éclat, Matissime. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It's got an SPF of 20. I'm in the color 3 Matte Sand. It just really started to color match me perfectly, which is why I'm using it loads lately. And it is a beautiful foundation. Now, the point of this is it's supposed to give you a matte look, but a radiant look, which is, I think, probably what I said to the woman in the store. I like that dewy kind of radiant look, but I want my makeup to be medium to full coverage. So I want everything in a foundation. So she steered me towards this, and it's the Airy Light Matte Radiance. I didn't powder my face today. I didn't use my Bare Minerals Well Rested. I didn't use my Ben Nye. All I have on my face is just a powdered blush, which sometimes can actually act as my powder because I don't have oily skin. I don't really have dry skin. So I don't really need, unless I wanted more coverage, the need for powder. But anyway, so this really just dries down beautifully. It's not cakey. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't break apart. Doesn't turn yellow. It doesn't get streaky as you're blending it. I can blend it with my fingers. I can blend it with my beauty blender. I can blend it with my brush. I've done it several different ways, and I'm totally pleased with it. It's 30 mil, and like I said, it was in the 50s, maybe 52 to 56. I'm not sure exactly how much. But what a shame it's been sitting here and I haven't been using it. So I started using it for January, and I'm totally loving it. One more product, and it's been my stippling brush, and I've been using this for my blush because what I've been loving to do, sometimes it doesn't benefit me to always do a contour, only because I have angular features and a pointy chin, and I always have to slim down my nose, so that's always going to get contoured. But I don't always necessarily have to do it with my cheeks because I have enough angles going on, and I don't want it to look too severe. So what I've started doing with my blush was been taking it in and just really, instead of making that, you know, highly chiseled kind of cheekbone, which I don't necessarily need to do all the time, I like kind of that flushed kind of look. And this brush really gives me that. It's not dense, so it doesn't pack a lot of color unless you're really, you know, dabbing at it and producing a lot of color on the brush itself, but you can get away with a very feather-light type of application. And I have been loving taking it in, like where places where they told you don't on your face because, you know, you don't want to look like a clown. If used the right way and used with very minimal product, and quite often if you'll find on your brushes rather that unless you brush them every 3 days, you sometimes still have enough product on here. I've said that many, many times, that you could just pick up your brush and just, especially in areas where they say don't bring it too close. I do, only because in the wintertime, you get that kind of natural flush anyway. It's that beautiful youthful look where you're walking in from the outside where it's really cold, and you see on our little kids, they got that beautiful flushed little look to their faces. You can create that for yourself. You just don't want to overdo it with a lot of product and with the wrong brush. So I find that sometimes there's quite enough product on here, especially if you used a really pigmented blush the day before, and you just go in here and just a couple of little, dabs over here, here on your nose. It just gives you that really nice little touch of color. So you can't really get crazy with this brush unless you're heavy-handed. So I love it. So this has been my Sigma blush brush, or Duo Fibre brush, and it's the F50, but I have loads of these from different collections. So just a really great brush to use for my blush this month. And that looks to be about everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too rambly, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, everyone.